we are live.
Welcome back to BJJ class, guys. We're going to continue working on some leg entanglements. The first thing we're going to look at now that we're all warmed up is just going through our leg entanglement drills. So we'll start off on the ground, entering into your single leg X, and then switching from there to the 50-0, into the 50-50, and across into the saddle. Alex, you want to just demonstrate real quick for Jamie to see the drill? So we're starting off in this double guard pull position. Alex has control of the inside of Sarah's legs. He's going to switch to a 2-on-1, so both hands control the same leg and slide into the single leg X. Bringing his heel onto the hip, the knee covers the heel here. If you want to add in your bites, then you can roll up onto the shoulder to get to his heel hook and just connect the hands around the heel. Otherwise, just work on the entanglement itself. We switch into 50-0, so step out both legs on the outside, close the distance again, so you scoot in hip to hip and you get control of the leg. Then we're going to drag that leg all the way to the other side of your body, moving into the 50-50. 50-50 because now we're in a mirroring position. We both have equal attacks in this situation. And then we place the hands onto the floor and both feet will move to the inside of your partner's legs, which is now the 4-on-1 or the saddle. Okay, so you have both legs on the inside, and then this is one of your most aggressive positions because you can get into a lot of series of attacks, whether it's on the secondary leg, like Alex is looking at now, or splitting the legs to go back to an inside heel hook on the near side leg. So we're just going to work on practicing going between those leg drills. So starting from the single leg X, 50-0, 50-50, and then 4-on-1. Okay, guys, so let's get started with those, and then we'll look at the same positions from standing. Good. Switch those feet over. That's it. Nice. Nice, Jamie, good. Close the distance with your hips, good. You want to close a triangle from there, Jamie, so you want to protect your inside leg. So your right, other way around. There, good. What you want from here is to make sure that your left foot is always protected because the person will be trying to attack your feet at the same time. Then from here, you're going to drag that leg over your body. So lie down your back, bring it towards the other side, good. Now you're into the 50-50, and again, we can start working that inside heel hook now. And then you're going to come up onto your hands, so come up to a seated position, place your hands on the floor to sit up, and then we're going to bring both feet to the center of your partner's legs. Exactly, nice. Now we want control over the second leg, so this is where we get our double trouble. So get your footlock grip on the second leg, pull it towards you. Remember, you want your right foot in between the legs. Yeah, nice, good. Now pull that leg towards you, grab onto that, nice. That's right, Jamie. Yeah. Now just switch sides. So then start attacking on the other side too. So you can finish and then repeat the drill on the other side. Nice, Sarah. Good. Nice work there, Jamie. Good. Now switch the feet to the center. Good. We're into our 4-on-1. Get control of the second leg. Nice. Okay, we'll move into our standing drills, guys. So let's start working into position from there. Jamie, if you go over the bites. So Alex, if you just run through the drill one more time. This time, what I want you to do, Jamie, is add in gripping onto the heel each time. So what you're going to do now is every time you get to this single leg X, you notice Alex has rolled up onto his shoulder. He gets a bite onto the heel, and then he can start applying his heel hook. And again, all he has to do from this point is bridge into the knee line with his hips and take his shoulders away. Okay. Then he's going to do the same mechanic again from the outside ashi, the 50-0. He gets a hold of the heel and starts to apply the heel hook there with some rotation. And then he's going to bring the leg across into the 50-50. And then from here, if you guys just do a little 180, spin around towards this side. Again, he's looking at biting the heel, hop into the shoulder. Good. Oh. Nice. And then the same again from the saddle. Good. So Alex and Sarah, you guys can start to work your standing drills, switching from single leg X to X through to 50-0, and just keep switching those. Jamie, start getting used to getting control over the leg. So you want the toes in your armpit, Jamie? So go over the top, that's it. Bite down with your elbow. So have your fist pointing up. That's it. And then you want to get your arm under the heel. So let me show you. This is one of the setups that we're going to be going over later. But if you notice, when I peel the leg to the outside, I bite the heel. So you've got the toes in your armpit and then your forearm under the heel. Same mechanics here. So when I've got the inside control, bite into position, connect the hands, and then you can apply for the finish. And then again, when you're going for your inside finishes, we want to be rolling up onto your shoulders. So we're going to elbow hop from your elbow onto the floor, driving onto your shoulder, and then bridging into the side of the knee. Nice. So now, again, switch back through to 50-0 from there, Jamie. So take your left leg over. Good. Now, when you're going for your finish, we want to roll up onto your shoulder. So let your hips get engaged towards this side. So, okay. Good. Now pass the leg over into 50-50. And then you can work your finish on the 50-50 as well. Great. I think you're muted, Jamie.
Yeah, I was asking which one's the 50-50?
50-50 is when the legs, that's it, on that side of your body, and then your left leg's over instead of right leg in.
This one?
Other way. This one's the saddle, the 4-1-1. Bring both feet to the other side of the body. There, nice. That's 50-50. With the leg on the other side of your body. Put the dummy's leg over the other side. Other side. That's it. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, now you're in 50-50.
Cool.
Okay, so if we recap yesterday's technique, guys, and we go over our leg entry. wrong share. 1 second. Share screen. Leg entanglements. There. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the leg entry we were looking at yesterday was from the grounded position here. So from our X guard. So we have the X guard. The first thing we're trying to do is post the hands onto the floor. Once I've got control and my partner's weight into his hands, then we can switch to X guard to lift the leg and bring his leg into the 4-1-1 with double trouble control. So if you notice here, you're going to have to bring your dummy onto his knees from there, Jamie. We've got single leg X on the one side. You make your hook with your right leg, and then we drive through to the X guard to elevate that leg, pulling it towards us and coming into our single leg X. Once we're there, then we can start splitting the legs and going for our finish. So from here, the next thing we'll start to do is underhook the leg. So I go underneath, pull it up onto the shoulder, and then I can work into bite on the heel, going towards my shoulder from there. Okay, guys? So let's recap that one, and then we'll get into some new entries for today, okay? You want to see that again, Jeremy?
Yes.
So you're going to start off in the single leg X. So your partner's going to have one knee on the floor, one leg up. And then you're lifting the leg. So you've got to X guard to lift. And you slide through to get control over the leg from there. So you've got the one knee down, one leg. So this is like a kneeling position of the single leg X we were just practicing. And then you switch your leg through to hook your other partner's leg to lift it up. And then once you've lifted the leg in the air, then I'm going to take my left hand to it to pull it in. So then I have that same position that we were trying to get on the floor, now in a standing position. And then we can put the hips on the floor.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do your best to recreate it.
Okay. Let's do it. So I started something like this, right?
Yeah, do you have his leg?
Hmm?
Do you have his leg?
How do I do that? What's that?
Hold on a second. Go back to the floor position again.
At the first exercise?
Yeah, exactly. So go with the heel on the hip, and I just grab the dummy and pull it on top of you. Want its weight on the other knee. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now go to put your left foot inside. So go to single leg X instead of the 50-0. Right now you're in 50-0. So you've got to take your left leg out and put it underneath.
Like this?
So drop the dummy back down again. I'm going to go to the first leg entanglement. So the left leg is inside the legs, hooking under the dummy's right leg. So take your left leg out, put it under the other side. That's it. Yeah. Left leg under the other leg. Good. Okay. Right heel on the hip.
Right hip, yeah.
There. Okay. Now pull the dummy on top. Okay. Perfect. Now your right foot is going to slide to hook under the other leg.
Like from the inside or from the outside?
Yeah, that's right. That's it. Now hook it. Yes, good. Now lift the leg up with your right foot. Good. Now grab the leg and extend your leg through. So try to grab it with your right hand. Good. So usually if you put the dummy's hands on the floor, usually the hands will be on the ground from here. Good. And then grab the leg. Now extend your leg through and pull the leg in. Nice. You've got to pull his leg towards you, so don't push with it. Let your leg slide through. Take your toes off of the thigh. Pull it in between your legs. Pull it down. So take your foot, put it under the leg. That's it. Kick your leg through, pull the leg towards you. Nice. Now close your legs together into a triangle. Yeah. Good. Push forward. And now we're into the saddle. Okay, so then you can start working into your heel hook.
Into a what?
The heel hook, the submission we were practicing.
Cool.
You should have control over both legs, right? So you got both legs sort of inside the leg entanglement.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Perfect.
I'm gonna have to study a lot.
Yeah.
I have a lot to study. Okay. So.
Good. Pull the dummy up on top. Nice. Slide the right leg. But if you put the dummy's hands on the floor, that's it. Slide your right leg. If you go with the footlock grip there, Jamie, so put your right arm over the top instead of underneath. So your right arm's underhooking the leg.
Like this.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, lift it up. Good. Now grab the leg and pull it towards you. Good. Nice. Toes in the armpit. Yeah, good. Now you got a heel hook. Nice. Okay. Time, guys. Let's get into a new entry for today, which is working on our outside position. So now we're working into the K guard and entering from the K guard here. Okay. So Jamie, you can practice this with the dummy on the knees. The K guard itself is this position with my toes hooking onto the hip and then the underhook on the leg. But one of the most important things to this is the inside knee control. So if you notice when I'm grabbing the knee, my knee's on the inside of my partner's legs as I pull the knee towards my chest. So then all I've got to do at this point is throw my right leg over the back of the hamstring. So we do a circle from there. So we're into like a calf crush position. But what we're trying to do is pin this knee into the ground. So we want that little space for it to lock into place. And then his knee can't move from that point. So we don't want the knee escaping your legs. We want it pinned in between your bottom thigh and your stomach. Then from there, I can anchor and peel the toes to get into our heel hook here. So I peel the toes away from the body. Then I hold the heel in place while I pinch and uppercut. And then all we've got to do from this point is just rotate to apply the heel hook from there. So same mechanics, but now we're in the backside 50-50. So if my partner back steps over, then we're into the normal 50-50 position we've previously been practicing. And then I'm going to switch into an 80-20 by taking my left leg out and over the hip on the other side. So once I shoot that through, now we do the same mechanics of the elbow hop up onto the shoulder with a nice bridge. So from the start, underhook, pull the knee to your chest, circle the leg over the top, peel the toes to the outside, pinch, bite onto the heel. We can finish from the backside, or if they backstep, you step over the hip, go straight to the shoulder, and bridge from there. So this is a position that we use, or that is very, very useful in a number of different situations just by getting that knee control. So you can do that from like a closed guard position. Anytime your leg is over the top of the hip, we just grab a hold of the knee, and then we're into these same series of positions. So if we... I lost that for a second, so let me open that back up. Okay. Technical issues. So, can everybody see the video again? Okay, so connect, bring the knee to the chest, step over the top, peel, hold the heel in place, bite, backside 50-50 finish. Oh. Person back steps over, thread the leg across the hip, roll up to the shoulder, and again, bridge it into the side of the knee. And all we need at this point is just pulling that leg towards us. So we connect the hands around the knee, and then you've got the finish from a number of different situations. Nice. So if we substitute Sam in real quick, let's just bring the partner to the room. Let me borrow you real quick, Sam. So for you, Jamie, we want to start setting up the position from the floor. So you're going to put your dummy on its knees, and then we have the same entry where your partner's kneeling. So
hi guys.
Sam just come back from a busy day. So this is what I was talking about with the close guard situation. So if my partner's kneeling on the floor, I can underhook that near side leg, drop my knee onto the ground, I bring Sam's knee onto my chest, and then we're into the same series of finishes. You see? Step over the top, peel the toes to the outside, hold the heel in place, bite down on the toes, uppercut under the heel, and then we have that rotation here, which is again just bringing my elbow back towards my butt.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, we're going to start off in the close guard. And again, this works when the person stands and everything else, but just for you, Jamie, because your body doesn't actually have the muscle to stand up.
Toe, we call it.
We're going to underhook to get a hold of the knee. Before you pull the knee towards you, though, we need to drop this knee on the ground. You see, the most important part of K-guard is having your knee on the inside. So I'm going to do a little hip escape to put my knee in between my partner's legs. Then I can pull the knee towards me. Once I've got the knee on my stomach, step over the butt, peel the toes towards the outside. And again, I've got to try and put Sam's knee, jam it into my hip. So now I can start biting the heel and getting into my position versus start to finish. Okay, so the same entry in a few different situations. So let's work on getting a good bite, locking the knee in place, and we can enter into this position from the closed guard and the kneeling position just as easily as we can from standing. All right, guys?
Yep.
Let's wrap it out. Nice. Good. Drop the knee onto, drop your right knee on the floor now, Jeremy. Inside of the dummy's legs.
Inside.
Yeah, there you go, nice. Pull that knee onto your chest. Good. Step over it with your left leg. So big circle with your left leg. Step over his bum. Nice, good. Now you want to peel the toes into your armpit. So grab the toes, push it across, good. Now you want the knee to be on the floor this side, Jamie. So bring other side. Bring his knee towards me. That's it. So jam it into your armpit from there, but you've got his knee trapped in on the floor between your right knee and your belly. Okay, so peel the leg across like you just did. Put it into your left armpit, the other side. That's it there. Now you've got the backside 50-50, and then you can start finishing your heel hook from there.
Ooh.
Exactly. Yeah. You can sort of see where the pressure comes in, because the more you peel the heel away from the knee, that's the more painful position. Okay, so that's what you're looking for from that. But if you keep working the position from the closed guard, then you'll get a good entry. Nice, Alex. Get that knee on the floor. Good. Step over with the other. Nice. Peel the toes into the armpit. Good. Now you really want Sarah's knee jammed onto the floor. That's it. Then we're in a good position. You see? Good. Try to keep that knee inside of the legs. So we'll lose that a little bit. That's fine if you lose it. We just have to readjust and scoot in a bit closer. And then you're going to elbow hop to the shoulder to bridge into this side of the knee. Nice. So work on peeling the toes, Alex. So you want to go underneath the toes. So instead we grabbed over the top and pulled it over. If you go underneath, we can drag it, hold it, and then hop into position quite easily. Let me get this back up again. Yeah, that's it. Grab under the toes from the other side. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, nice. Now that's a 100% better position. Sarah back steps, good. Get up onto the elbow. Same elbow hop. Nice. Good. That's it. Step over the leg there. Nice, Jeremy. Good. Now peel the toes from underneath. So instead of grabbing the heel with your left hand, that's it. Grab under the toes. So left hand is going to go underneath the foot. Or watch closely on this, Jeremy.
Yep.
So if you look at how I'm transitioning from one side to the other, my right hand is going to grip under the shin. See there? So I lift the toes up and put it into my armpit from there. You see?
Right.
So instead of grabbing above the heel, grab under the toes by the shin, pull that across, hold it in place while you bite down, and then I can go into my finish from there. That's it, Alex. Nice. And then again, you can switch into your steamer lock grip from there. So once you peel across, if you go a steamer grip, this one's like really, really like very, very powerful.
Can you repeat the video again, that last part?
Yeah.
Please.
So we get the entry, circle over the top, peel the toes to the outside, pinch the heel, and bite on the leg.
Thanks.
The whole of YouTube.
Yeah. All right, time guys, let's bring it in real quick. So one thing that I want to go over is we've looked at our entries yesterday from sort of the X guard, and a lot of them were standing positions. You see, if Sam's standing up, approaching my guard from here, then we're going from shin to shin, closing the distance, getting inside, or closing into position from a standing situation. The same with if we're already in the single leg X from here, then I can start switching off to put Sam's hands to the floor, to then begin lifting the leg to move into the entry we practiced earlier and recapped from yesterday's class. Now, what we're going to look at is how to set up those same entries from a kneeling opponent. So we've already had sort of the variation of the K guard working in a standing sort of De La Hiva situation, and then a grounded closed guard situation where it works very, very well in both situations. Now, what we need to look at is how to get to those same entries that we looked at yesterday from a kneeling situation, and that is going to require some form of elevation. I need to lift my partner up into the air, and fortunately, we have the butterfly guard to do it. So usually I'll go from double unders. Sometimes you'll see a 2-on-1 grip. Sometimes you'll see a double elbow grip. All I'm trying to do is close the distance first, scoot my hips towards my partner, and then I'm lifting to get the hands onto the ground. And once the weight is in the hands, then I can get access to the legs. So when the hands are onto the floor from here, the first thing I'm going to do is just enter into single leg X. So I'm going to slide my arm to the armpit from here. You see, so my right arm goes to Sam's right armpit. I'm pushing a weight across into her hands, and then I'm extending my left leg through. You see, bringing the knee towards me. Now, for me to get a good single leg X, I've got to push Sam towards the other side so I can get my heel back onto the hip, and now I'm into single leg X. Again, if she tried to put her weight back down, you see, then I can start switching my hooks off and coming back to my entry into the saddle and getting some attacks straight away onto an inside heel hook, you see. So we're lifting the person up, we're moving the weight across our body, and then sliding into that leg entanglement. And again, this is the same principle if you go double guard pull. You see, same thing. I slide and extend my leg forward while keeping a strong bend in the other leg. So when my partner's on the knees, a lot of times I go to elbow grips just for sort of convenience. Sometimes you will need to go to double unders if the partner's a bit heavier. But elbow, pinch from here, close the distance, lift, and extend one leg through. Now when my partner's weight is on my right hook, this arm is pushing them across. I bend my knee back and step into the hip. Straight into single leg X. From here, I can start already biting the heel. It's going to be a little bit less successful in this position because Sam is already in the direction for her to start to turn. You see? So we'd have to roll alongside with her. Maybe I decide to switch 50-0. That'll keep her pinned a little bit longer. Or I switch my hooks off to the second leg. So we're going to try attaching that. What's it?
Yeah.
Okay, come back up. So one last time. Butterfly guard, elbow control, lift, slide, push, single leg X. All right, guys, give it a try.
How did you hit the fish?
What? Oh, you want to trust it? Ooh, very nice.
What's after the...
The elevation. Now you're going to pull the leg towards you. So if you grab the leg, slide your leg through. That's it, nice. Now put your heel on the belly. Yeah, nice. Exactly. Now you're in single leg X. So then, yeah, you can start working on your heel hook straight away. Or you can switch off to the entry we looked at earlier, which is elevating the second leg, so switch it to X guard.
So with this, like, what do I do?
Leave your left leg underneath the other leg. That's it. Keep that in single leg X. So put your left foot back where it was. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Okay. Now let's just reset from there, Jamie, and go back to entering from butterfly again. So put him back onto his knees, scoot into position, close your distance. Lift. Once you lift up, That's it. Slide the leg through. Now bend your right knee, Jamie. So once you're there, extend, bend the knee, and step over onto the hip. Good. Nice. Now you're ready to start working into your heel hook straight away.
Hopefully.
Nice, Jamie. Good. Nice, Alex. Yeah, good job. Good, Jamie, bring that leg to you. Nice. Good.
Wow.
Okay, bring it in, guys. Now, real quick, what I want us to look at now is when we're entering to the single leg X, we're going to go for the heel hook, and my partner's going to roll, and we're just going to roll with them and finish in the 50-0. Okay, so we're entering into the single leg X from butterfly, same way. So I grab, close the distance, and I step on the belly, so I'm into my single leg X. Once I'm there, I'm trapping that leg, and I'm going for my heel hook. Now, I know that I'm not going to have any success on the first entry, but what I'm going to do is use the roll through to achieve the 50-0 and finish from there. So as soon as I'm in position, I grab and I lock. Now, as Sam tries to turn to roll out, we're going to roll in this position right here. I finish onto my shoulder and take my leg out so I can close up my 50-0 lock from that point, and then I can bridge to finish my outside heel hook. So originally, we don't have the control that we need, but by moving across the room, we can use the movement to allow us to start switching into a better leg entanglement with the transition. So if we just go here, so I'm coming to single leg X again. So I have my single leg X, and usually Sam is going to be putting some weight on. You see from here, she wants to clear my foot. She wants to start passing my guard. See, so what we're doing, turning and exposing the heel. So I have a bite on the heel already. Now what we're going to do is, as Sam rolls free, I'm going to keep the grip, follow the roll, and get to my shoulder. When I get there, I just switch my feet. You see? So let's go back here. As I'm landing on the shoulder, I've got a bite of the heel already. I take my right leg out, I step over the top, and then I'm into my finish, locking into the hip, creating a back heel from here. Now, typically when we go to 50-0, we lock in this direction, protecting my inside leg. You see? Because I already have the heel hook on, I don't need to worry about Sam heel hooking me. So I just close and pull the heel in because at this point it's already over. You see? It's sort of like if I have a gun pointed at somebody, I don't need to worry about them pulling it out because by the time Sam tries to do it, I will already have shot her, or in this case, broken her leg. So I don't need to worry about protecting my leg in the case that I already have the gun. Well, no, I shouldn't do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so just real quick. Back to me, Sam. Entry into the butterfly. Exposed heel.
Roll off screen.
Roll off screen. And heel hook achieved. Okay, guys, let's give that a try. Sam's bringing out the funny jokes tonight.
Says you do aggressive gun.
Aggressive what?
Gun.
Gun?
Yeah, weren't you pointing a gun at something?
Yeah, it was actually.
So from here, which way do I rotate?
You're going to be rotating towards your left into the table. So
Okay.
you might want to spin a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me, if you guys bring it back in real quick, let me show you a video. This is a Blue Peter moment. Here's a video I made earlier. Can everybody see my YouTube page here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a video that I made on YouTube, and it's the same heel hook that we're applying now. So we're in the single leg X. Oh. I lock the heel. We roll through. We switch in to the 50-0. It's a little bit fast. Lock, switch, and there's a finish. Super simple. Very, very easy position to finish. Let me just, not subtitles, playback speed. Let me drop it down into 0.5. Let's rewatch this in slow-mo. Bite, roll, 50-0, tap, tap, tap.
You use your forehead for the rotation?
Yes. So you'll use your forehead a lot in jiu-jitsu. This is your post. So if I'm trying to balance in a certain position and my partner, I can't use my hands to balance, then I'll balance on my forehead.
Right.
So you've got to get a little bit of conditioning right here in the front. You might lose a couple of brain cells, but you'll gain them in fighting ability. So one more time on that. Lock the heel, roll through onto the side, and then I stay on the shoulder and I'm bridging into the side of the knee for the tap. There. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, that video was much clearer than the demonstration I just gave. It sounds great, jobbers. And my great t-shirt. Oh. You hear that, guys? My great jobbers. Nice. Does it roll all the way through to your shoulder?
I have to take my...
Yeah, glasses in the way.
Yeah.
Now throw your left leg over now, Jamie. You're going to switch into the 50-0. So cross your left leg over your right leg. The other side of his leg, so not including his leg. Throw his leg away. So turn him to be a better partner. Come on, man. And now you're ready to start bridging into the side of the knee. Yeah, nice. Make sure you get a good bite at the start, okay? So you want to pinch the toes in place and uppercut under the heel. Nice. Get a little bit of a reap going on here first, Sarah. So just turn your knees across the side. That's it. That exposes Alex's heel already. Now roll with him. Good. And during the roll, take that right leg out. Good. And then close into position. Nice. Good. Now we just want to keep the bend. So be a little bit tighter to Alex's leg as you roll so that you can stay attached towards his knee. So get prepared for it and try not to roll completely over your face. You want to go forehead into the floor and shoulder. So crunch up a little bit. Nice, Alex. Good. Now stay on your shoulder, Alex. So don't come back up towards the elbow. Yeah. This one is probably the easiest heel hook to finish and one of the highest percentages because it's just an easy grip to make. Good. Stay crunched up. Nice. Step the right leg over. Oh, already getting the tap. Good. Don't forget to switch into 50-0 just for a bit of extra oomph. Nice. What the 50-0 does, Sarah, is it stops Alex from rolling again. So what you'll see in a lot of fights is people will grab the heel and then they'll keep rolling until they go off the mats. So if you switch your right leg and go over the hip, then you've got an initial block on his hip to stop him from continuing rotating. Looking good, Jamie. Keep an active hook with your left leg. That's it. Hold on to his hamstring with the left. Good. Now twist your knees towards the chairs so you can expose his heel already. Yeah. Now bite down on his heel.
Yeah.
Good. So when you bite here, Jamie, you want to lock the elbow in and uppercut under the heel. You got it?
Like.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Now get ready to roll through. Stay crunch when you roll. So you want your shoulders and knees close together when you twist. Nice. Step the left leg over and bridge into the knee. Yeah, we're going to try and get used to rolling on your forehead, not your face.
I still roll on my face.
Sam still rolls on her face.
It's very painful.
It's very painful. But sometimes you do what you need to do to tap the other person out. If it means rolling on your face, so be it. If you can get used to rolling from your shoulder, then it's even better. So if you can go from your shoulder position, then you just bridge from your shoulder. So essentially, as you turn from here, you lift and roll without putting your head onto the ground. At the same time, you want to be transitioning straight 50-0. Block that hip. Nice. Last rep in, guys. Let's get one more in each. If you want to practice it from the butterfly as well, you can. Nah. Just go straight here. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Nice work, Alex. Want to be a little bit tighter towards the hip. We're still getting a bit far away. So try and stay crunched up and attached. You want the legs to be bringing in towards your chest as you're turning to the side. Again, just a little bit of practice there. One more rep in there, Sarah. Good. Follow across, roll, step the left leg across. Good. Nice bridge. Nice. Good work, guys. Lovely. Good training today, guys. As you saw just the video that I showed you guys, that's already on YouTube. It's under, is this the easiest heel hook to finish, question mark. A little bit of a clickbait title for the YouTube fan base. But if you have a look on my channel, you'll see that heel hook entry, among loads of other things. If you want to study a bit of techniques and things like that, there's loads of stuff on there. So have a look at that. That's filmed in nice high quality and gets a bit of better angles than what we just tried to show you. So again, what we looked at today, just to recap real quick, is now taking the perspective of how to enter when your partner's on their knees. So yesterday was sort of guard versus standing. Today is guard versus kneeling. So these are usually going to be the setups you'll use on heavier opponents. Typically, a heavy, stocky guy will tend to pass from his knees, whereas a lightweight person will be trying to speed pass around your guard and use a lot of movement. So against the skinny guys, the lightweight guys, you want to be using the techniques from yesterday. Against the thick, heavy guys, you want to use the techniques from today and close the distance with your hips to elevate into the single leg X. Okay, guys? And then we also had the entry from the K-guard as well, which is a little bit of a steering away from the philosophy we've been training the last couple of weeks, where we've been looking exclusively at inside control and making sure your feet on the inside of your partners. The K-guard is one of those outside hooks, like the De La Riva and reverse De La Riva, which still allows you to get to the same attacks, sometimes more effective attacks, from the K-guard. So that's another one that we'll try and spend a bit more time on as we progress through the weeks and start looking a little bit more at the 80-20 instead of the 50-50.
Cool. That video that Brad mentioned to my YouTube friends is down in the comments below or in the description. I'll put it in both of them probably so you can find it. Check that out. We've got a few things coming up. We've got a few socials coming up. They'll be announced on our Instagram and you'll be emailed about them very soon. And we've got another gi series coming out with Brad. We've got some fundamental chokes, so check those out. They'll be uploaded this week. I think that's everything. Thank you.